Welcome to another edition of Creative Possibilities with CFB. And today I have Brian Scott with me, and you may recognize him from another episode. He was our very first guest. And Brian represents a company that offers hundreds of spices, gourmet spices, to please your palate and create a really unique and interesting marketing idea. But today we're going to talk about one of his new product lines, which is centered around ice cream. Who doesn't love ice cream, right, Brian?
You
And
got it. Yeah. I'm the
we're
biggest fan of ice cream.
yeah, and it taps into that child in each of us and, even encourages that family time and making those connections and creating those experiences, which is what the goal of promotional products is supposed to be. You want them to remember you and have that experience, and this is I can't think of a better product line than ice cream.
Thanks, Linda. Yeah, the neat thing about ice cream is, yeah, whether you're young, old, or somewhere in between, hey, we all love it and we know it, and it creates such a fun experience for a brand. So yeah,
Yeah. So I know that your product line, again, the spices, the teas, and now the ice cream goodies, they come in little containers, right? So this is the power pack.
correct.
And why don't you tell, I love the imprintable space, but why don't you tell us some of the capabilities of, the power pack?
Yeah. So with the Power Pack, we actually launched that during COVID. Everybody was looking for low cost, direct mailable handouts. And so we designed that little piece that has a great design area. And and then the nice thing about our medium, our industry, is that we can put a logo on a product, but we can also do so much more where we can use good copy, good visuals, obviously the brand logo, but doing that to really convey a brand message, story, integrating a good call to action. So the Power Pack, was designed to help do that from a design standpoint. But we can fill those Power Packs with everything from soup mixes to popcorn seasonings to ice cream sprinkles, spices, blends, teas, coffees, you name it, we can do it. And we can connect those with a brand. So, a company might be in the healthcare industry. So maybe something like turmeric or tea has a lot of health related benefits and properties. So, regardless of the brand, we can find fill, as I'll call it, that we can put in the power pack that would connect well, with your brand and your message. So it's a fun little low cost product, great for mailers, trade show handouts, special events, just a fun all around product.
Yeah, in fact, I used it for a self-promotional
Right.
item. I used the tea because I don't drink coffee. So instead of having a Zoom meeting with coffee or coffee meetup, I sent an invitation out with the tea. And it basically had, my picture on it, and it said, a cup of tea with Linda, contact us for setting up that Zoom meet, right? And it
Right.
had an image and it had the invitation and the details, and you can even print QR codes on the actual power pack. So it makes the call to action really simple.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. And that's exactly how they should be utilized. Yeah. And we have a number of sort of stock thematic designs that you can drop a logo in, but you know, reflecting your brand with imagery and good copy, it just adds a little more value and it doesn't cost any more to do that. So why not?
Absolutely. So then the next set of containers are the spice tubes, right? And the spice tubes can have the story card and the sleeves, right? This is the sleeve, which is again great imprintable space. So why don't you tell us about each of these?
Yeah, so we call them promo spice tubes with the booklet, and they're fully customizable. That one happens to be sort of a stock design that we use that you can just do a logo drop on, and it has the stars, and those are actual ice cream sprinkles that you can utilize. But we can fill that tube really with anything, whether it's a tea, coffee, soup, what have you, and it's an acrylic tube. They're break resistant. They're FDA approved. We can imprint full color on the lid. The booklet is done digitally, so we can do full color as well on that particular piece. So they're used in, 100 different applications. So whether it's a trade show handout, an internal communication piece, product launch, I mean, we can make them really fit into any sort of marketing type of opportunity.
Yeah. And it's again, even just like a fun office drop. You have a workforce and you want to brighten their day with something, you can just kind of have either the power pack or the spice tubes and thank you for being part of our team kind of messaging and encourage all different types of events. It's a great product to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we during COVID, we filled them with a lot of drink mixes. So a lot of companies were sending them out for virtual events and encouraging the recipients to take the fill, whether it's lemonade or a cocktail mix, and create a drink and then log into a virtual meeting online. So there's lots of fun things that you can do, and you're really only limited by your imagination. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, we talked about the new ice cream product line, and they have a bunch of different toppings that you can include in the ice cream. So why don't you tell us about some of the goodies that can be put into the power packs and the tubes?
Oh yeah, on the ice cream front, we have a whole line of ice cream sprinkles. So you can pretty much pick a color. We can even find colors that would match your brand, or maybe for July 4th, or that's the rainbow sprinkle. That's a fun little one. Or July 4th, why not do something a little patriotic and use our star sprinkles. This was one that we did for a company called Wingstop, and their uh, brand color is green, so we use the green sprinkles.
Nice.
So yeah, there's everything from a multitude of colors to a blend of colors. We had somebody that wanted orange and white sprinkles, so we source the white, source the orange. We do them as a blend and come up with a nice, fun, kind of playful look that represents their brand. We have dehydrated little mini marshmallow sprinkles that I remember as a kid having those on my ice cream. Yeah, so lots of fun pieces. We did a chocolate and vanilla sprinkle. And I think the theme that we came up with was just like chocolate and vanilla, we're better together type of message. So, that's sort of a fun theme.
Yeah.
But look, yeah, there you go. So there's a kit. Some things are better together. Yeah, just like chocolate and vanilla. Yeah,
And then you have inside, you have your tube of chocolate sprinkles with the story card with some additional messaging space.
right.
And then you
Yeah.
had the white sprinkles.
Yeah, the nice vanilla sprinkles. So yeah, those connect well, and you can convey a message about togetherness. Like
Nice.
vanilla and chocolate, we're better together, and that's the type of theme that whether it's sort of customer facing, as a customer, and with ABC company, we're better together, or it could even be internal with an employee type of brand type messaging. So yeah, there's a good little metaphor there that you can kind of spin.
Yeah, and the creative possibilities are almost endless. And again, reinforcing either family values, company values, or whatever it is that you want to communicate to someone, there's an option available with your product line.
Yeah,
And you also
absolutely.
have this is like the Dutch Street nut mix is another topping,
Ye-
right? That you have
Right. Yeah, that, that's a fun piece as well. Yeah.
in the goodies that I have here. Here's I'm not sure if everyone could see, but these are like the mini marshmallows, which I think are just genius. Um,
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
them.
They're fun. Yeah, and even something like that, even if you think holiday time, it doesn't have to be ice cream oriented. Those little mini marshmallows would go great on a hot chocolate or something like that, right? So it doesn't have to be ice cream oriented. We could tie them into another type of promotion as well.
Yeah. So earlier I held up the box, which is also you offer, kits where you can package it all together with the messaging, beautifully printed on the inside to again reinforce your message. And when someone gets this in the mail, it's going to make an impression, right? It's neatly packaged, it's got the colorful graphics, but then also inside is probably one of the highest quality ice cream scoops I have ever seen in my life. And I know that I am definitely going to be using this. And, the logo is what? Laser engraved right on the actual scoop. Um,
Correct. Yeah, and it has an extra long handle, and that, that was one of the things that we were looking for in design, was that, how often do you stick your hand into a tub of ice cream, and you come out with ice cream all over your knuckles. So the extra long handle is kind of a nice feature, and it's stainless steel, laser engraves really well. That will not wear off ever. So it's a nice quality piece. And being a scoop, there's a lot of play on words that you can do, with scoop, right? So, here's the scoop. And I think I mentioned to you earlier, Linda, that we're actually going to use it for our own promotion, um, to send out as a direct mail piece. And the lid is going to feature a fun graphic and fun copy about, here's the scoop. You open it up, and the inside of the box will tell the story. And of course, there's the scoop, couple tubes of sprinkles. Each of those will have their own specific message that will hopefully connect with, the audience, and persuade them to, reach out and want to do business with us. So, that type of concept for anybody works, right? Direct mail, multi-dimensional direct mail gets huge returns.
mhm.
So just another application for a fun little kit like that.
Yeah. And, speaking of direct mail opportunities, you have July is National Ice Cream Month, right? Like, what better way to reach out to your audience? Everyone's accustomed to getting holiday gifts at the end of the year, but you will stand out and you celebrate National Ice Cream Month with, a packet or a tube of some toppings and that beautiful ice cream scoop. You're definitely going to make an impression and stand out. And,
Yeah,
like I said, the whole month of July is National Ice Cream Month, but in between, you also have National Ice Cream Soda Day on June 20th, or National Ice Cream Sunday Day is July 8th. It's, they're just fun days to
yeah,
reach out to your audience. And again, that could be employees, that could be customers, but the goal is
right.
to reach them, share, make them smile, and ice cream makes me smile.
Yeah. And with gift giving, often we think about the holiday season as the time to give a gift. And if you think about your audience, during the holiday season, they might be receiving a multitude of holiday gifts from a number of people. So to make your product stand out or your message stand out, sometimes it's better to do it on a non-holiday type season and make it more event related. Like ice cream day would be a really fun celebration. You'd be, catching your customers or your employees kind of off guard by celebrating an event like that, which just gives more viewership, readership, more impact to the promotion.
Yep. I love it. And, again, we talked a little bit about the toppings and Brian and his team are really creative. They have some stock themes that we can always tap into and again choose from hundreds of spices. And, now we have the ice cream line and you have different toppings that you can choose from. And the goal is tell us what you need. Let us help you be creative. Let us help you shine a light on your brand, right? Like that's what we want to do. That's the fun part of our work, right, Brian?
Absolutely. Yeah. And what I really put a lot of value on in our industry is making it purpose driven. Like, it's nice to have products that are branded that you can just hand out freely. And it's always good to have a good supply of those on hand. But there's a lot of marketing opportunities where, you have a very well-defined purpose that you're trying to achieve. Reach out to Linda. Linda will reach out to me. We have an amazing creative team. If you give us a purpose, share with us who the audience is, the result you're looking for, we'll actually design a piece that will be 100% on brand, very purposeful, good call to action, good QR coding that will really, generate a result that, it will be greater than what you've ever expected. So purpose is really, really important. And, that's sort of the way we like to kind of role is design pieces that are marketing related, but also obviously gift related. So sort of marrying the two together, right? Promotional product with good hardcore marketing.
Yep, and we all have to eat. That's the one thing we all have
Yeah.
in common. So when you're struggling with, I don't know what so and so wants, or the particular industry likes, we all have to eat. So there is definitely an item that Brian can help us with. So
Yeah.
if you're interested in creating something special for your target audience, or you have those goals, give me a call. It's Linda Milano at CFB Promotional Products. Until next time, let those creative ideas flow. Bye bye, everybody.